can't buckle up yet.
Fucking hell.
2 times.
Police should not see this clip.
That happens, bro.
You cannot buckle up.
Okay.
You're listening to Narcy on the way here.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good way to spend the Friday.
Yeah. Actually, I was listening to you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, I'm just kidding. That's midnight stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Sado.
That was cool.
Yep. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, and hello and welcome to another episode of Buckle Up. And I keep saying that every single episode, but I'm loving this series, and shout out to my brother Azarel for helping me out in this. It's been really an incredible journey. Okay, so this incredible person hails from Iraq and Iran, lives in Dubai, the UAE, and I had the beat too, and I've asked him to bless the stage for. I had this thing where I got the rappers to come in between the artists and do their thing, and I've heard about him before. Shout out to Shabani, of course. I've heard about him before, but I've never seen him perform live until that night. And I liked his passion, definitely. I liked his wordplay, and I think he's a very, very smart MC. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for KC Hamada.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
Walaikum assalam.
How you doing?
All good, man.
You
How
good?
about yourself?
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's an
genuine
honor.
pleasure.
It's an
honestly.
honor, bro.
Honors
Are you ready to buckle up?
Yeah, I'm really prepared to buckle up. I assure you that. Yeah, I've been practicing all day.
All right, let's buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We're buckling up right here. So KC Hamada came wearing gifts. He got us this baklawa from Iraq, Bboy Afif, and he also got chocolate. Show the chocolate. So
from Iran.
We got it from Iran. So we gotta be nice to him. We gotta be super nice. I promise you, man. We're gonna be super nice. I want to start with your name.
Yes.
KC. What does KC mean? I know your name is Ahmed.
Yeah.
So Hamada Ahmed. I get that. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. KC. What is KC?
Okay, so since we're sitting in a car and we have time, I'll tell you the story as briefly as possible.
Tell me the detailed story.
I lie to people and say that it was my Counter-Strike name because I used to knife people and it just stuck with me. That's the lie because it's a short, explainable story. Okay. But the true story is, growing up, I used to be obsessed with GTA San Andreas. And at that time...
He gets it.
Yeah. And at that time... what's it called? I was still coming up with my name, my rap name, so to say, and a few came up. I'm not gonna mention them; they sound awful. But
mention one thing.
Papa Dog.
I
was a fan of Papa Roach and Snoop Dogg,
Whoa.
so I was like, let's mix that up.
Yo, Papa Roach.
Yeah.
I love Papa Roach.
For real?
Yo,
no way.
Cut my life into. Isn't it them?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. No.
This is my last resort.
Suffocation. I love them, man. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so I was 11 though, so I didn't have a lot of going on of what should it represent. I was just
your first big show, you're gonna see me going, Papa Dog, what's up, bro?
See, this is why I don't give the detailed story.
I know.
And so I used to play GTA a lot, like every day, 6 hours a day. CJ's older brother had a hat on. We used to have a really pixelated TV, and I thought it read KC on it. And so I called myself KC just because his brother was my favorite character. And I used to play this game with my little brother, and we'd always play like I'm the older brother and he's CJ. So I took that identity ala tool, and maybe, not lying to you, maybe 7 to 8 years later, and this is still when we lived in Sharjah, and then we moved houses and we got a new TV for the bedroom, and I'm playing San Andreas just for a throwback, and I realize his hat says LS for Los Santos. And I realized all these years is KC, and my friends asked me, what does KC stand for? And I was just like, I made up Killer Cuts on the spot. I'm like, oh, they're like, Killer Cuts, yo, that sounds savage. That's gangster as hell, bro, West Side. We were such wannabes, man, growing up.
Yeah, I mean, but that happens. I mean, okay. Yeah. Wow, what a story, though.
Yeah, that's that. And then it stuck.
And it stuck with you.
Because I started b-boying as well.
Yes.
And in my first b-boy jam, I didn't know I had to have a b-boy name. And somebody was like, so what's your name? While he's about to announce me. I'm like, KC. And so it stuck. And the b-boy scene knew me as KC. And then it just never left. And it felt right. And I like it. And it's, yeah.
And when did you start adding the Hamada?
The Hamada started maybe last year.
Okay.
So
before you were known in the b-boy scene as KC?
It was just KC.
Khalas,
just
plain.
KC. Yeah, but KC isn't all of me because KC, I mean, I'm still Ahmed.
Of course.
You know, and so I decided Hamada would be very natural.
It's very
It made
interesting.
sense.
It's very interesting you say that. You hail from Iraq and Iran.
Born and raised here.
Yeah, born and raised in.
I was born in Iranian hospital, Satwa.
Oh, mashallah.
Yeah.
So you all your life you've been here.
All my life except between the ages of 20 to 21 and a half. I lived in Vienna for a bit for higher studies.
Vienna?
And then I came back, yeah.
What'd you study?
I studied language mainly. That was the first 70%.
I'm telling you, that's why he's so articulate fella right there. Studied language.
I had to study the language in order to enroll into university. So I spent the year and a half taking classes. So officially, I was studying language, but unofficially, I'd spend the rest of my days in my dorm learning how to make music.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like boot camp. It was like military, but like for music. I would come home after my language classes and then just spend like dusk till dawn just on Logic or Ableton.
So listen, I'm trying to get to know you, and the more I meet you, I realize obviously you're in tune with your culture, whether it's Iranian, whether it's the Iraqi. I feel it, but I don't see that represented in the music yet. Now, I'm not a big fan of labeling and pushing people towards doing a certain thing, because at the end of the day, art is art. You do art, it don't matter.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, have you ever thinking of incorporating that? I know the latest Sado.
Yeah.
You know, you're speaking in Arabic. You're incorporating a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Tell us about the incorporation of where you come from in your music.
Okay, so in the music, I'm just doing what's natural for me, or else it's just not going to be dope, regardless of the type of style. I grew up listening to a certain kind of music, and the incorporation of Arabic and Farsi is later in my music journey, because I became curious later in my journey.
Okay. Which is fair.
Yes, because growing up in high school, we were in high school and we were so wrapped up with what's going on ETV and whatever the celebrities are doing and whatever's cool on Virgin or whatever.
Correct.
And then at some point when you leave high school and you leave this like peer engineered atmosphere, so for lack of better term, but like everybody around you decides what you're into, right? So when I finally had some time alone, and I was just like, I'm not vibing with my dad when he's playing his CDs, and I'm not vibing with my mom when she's reading her sha'ar or her other things.
So just not to cut you off, so in the house you were subjected to that, whether it's the Iranian culture or Iraqi culture, you were subjected to that, but maybe you didn't vibe to that as much as, for example, like you hear stories, my dad used to listen to Kulthum, and that's why I got into that.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, I was not a obedient son.
No, it's not.
My mom would be like blasting she has a giant box of the entire discography of Abdul Halim Hafid.
Oh man.
And now only recently did I start to sit down and be like, this is something that my ancestors used to ride with. Let me see, not for the sake of I'm gonna listen to it on my iPod on the way to work, but no one uses iPods. But like, I want to understand how my grandparents and my parents used to vibe and understand their point of view, so that I can understand where I'm standing. I
like the honesty. This is something I always have been very vocal about, because you don't see, for example, an American trying to, for example, it's always us going there, right? Culture, because hip hop is born there. But I'm a big fan of incorporating some of the things that you came from in your music. Now, I am not a fan of forcing it, which what you're doing, which I like and admire.
Thank you.
And I respect that.
Thank you.
Because you're very honest about it. You're aware, but like when time comes, whatever comes in. Hip hop.
Yes.
What does it mean to you, bro? Because like you're a b-boy, you're a rapper.
Yeah.
I don't know if you graffiti as well.
I started graffitiing before rapping.
So you DJ?
I do that practice for fun. I don't do it for parties.
You're like 4 elements, and I'm sure you have the element of knowledge. So you got it all covered. What does hip hop mean to you?
Man, it is life. It is the blank canvas. It is a tool. It is a tool at the end of the day. It does not dictate me. It helps me to dictate how I go with life. And each element of hip hop, I feel, is very universal due to the fact that it borrows the things that has lived through centuries of the founders' ancestry. And the reason it has resonated so effortlessly in less than a lifespan of an adult human being is because of how universal its tool is, how accessible it is.
Yeah.
And we see it today. Multi-billion-dollar corporations are having their CEOs trying to bust a little rap before their keynote speech.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, another thing that's beautiful about hip hop is like authenticity. You can read it immediately, and it's the مطعم الشعبي اللي تقدر تثق به على أكله, because when you meet the chef, you know he really loves doing it.
I like that.
Whereas I'm not going to mention some restaurant chains that are like, ooh, come get your Arabic mezza flavor, da 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 da. Do you know what I mean?
Allah,
Does that make sense?
That's true. That's honest.
You can't fake hip hop. You can't fake being hip hop. So, and me growing up where I am.
Who'd you listen to when you were growing up, like rappers wise? Because you know, like, how old are you?
I am 20. I just turned 25 last year.
MashaAllah, العمر كله إن شاء
Allah
الله.
يحفظك.
So, who you grew up listening to?
With all honesty, my very beginnings were Eminem and 50 Cent.
Ooh.
I started listening to hip hop in 2005, 2006,
Okay.
and they were modern day Drake, if not bigger and larger, and of course the Aftermath House and Dr. Dre. And then it transcended to T.I. and Lil Wayne and Kanye West.
Nice.
Nice. So there was 3 phases of hip hop in my life, which is the beginning, which I mentioned, like Shady, Aftermath, G-Unit, and then came T.I., Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and now the third phase is again similar to my Irani and Iraqi roots. It's like I'm just studying it out of respect for the culture, listening to a lot of Rakim, MF Doom, Crooked Eye, which is considered new school-ish, but he's been at it for the longest time.
Now you're listening to that.
Yeah, but not now. I mean, I started 3-4 years ago.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna front and say like, oh, they're on my playlist every day. You know, oh, here the honorable microphone, even though it's one of my favorite songs. But I'm not bumping Rakim every day. But I can appreciate it, respect it, study from it. I study from it like no tomorrow.
Oh man.
I listen to. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I do listen to Young Thug a lot.
Okay.
But I'm studying nothing from him. I'm just listening to him, just getting some energy. And he's never gonna be probably in my top 5 anytime soon. But Rakim will always be top 5 for me in the art of lyricism.
It's interesting. The past 2 weeks, there's a lot of debates about top lists.
I love debates. Please hit me.
No, like top 50, right? And whatever list. So 2 questions for you here.
Yeah.
I see you didn't mention Pac or Biggie here in whatever you were saying.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been saying, for example, in that list, Lil Wayne is better than Tupac. No, seriously. There's a lot of and look, there's a lot of thought about it.
Yeah.
There's the angle of that Tupac didn't really live that long to really make that impact, but at the same time, in a short span that he lived, he made an impact.
Yeah.
Where do you, as a Lil Wayne fan,
Yeah.
Where do you really see him better than Tupac?
I don't see.
I don't like to use the word better, but anyway.
Yeah, exactly. The word better is very strong.
Yeah.
Because I had this discussion a while back also with a couple of friends, and they're like, Kendrick's better than Tupac. And it kind of falls in the line of Lil Wayne as well.
I got you.
They came from the school of growing up to Tupac. It would be unfair to compare them against each other because Lil Wayne and Kendrick would not be who they are today if it was not for Tupac.
Correct.
I cannot say, for example, very hypothetical example, a son is better than his father because their social status, the son is better, but the son wouldn't be there if his dad didn't work up from his previous generations.
I hear you.
So it's, in my opinion, an invalid debate.
I like that.
Does that make sense?
No, I think it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I think just people like the debate.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Oh my God, how come you didn't mention this guy?
I'm not fun at parties. I'll be like, your debate is invalid.
Okay, so that's nice. So the second question is, usually when people mention top goats, who's the goat?
Yeah.
I don't see a female name up there.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
Just yesterday, me and Shaybani were talking about, we're like, why is Missy Elliott not in everybody's
Missy Elliott,
top 3?
MC Light. There's a lot of people, rappers I'm talking about, that were Queen Latifah, right? Yeah. They're not even mentioned. I'm not talking about the ranking.
Yeah.
Like, so Talib Kweli just 2-3 days ago put up a list of the real 50. You know, and they're all females.
Yeah.
Just as a stand to say, you can pick one name at least to put up there, If
everybody's down to talk about Kendrick, why are they not talking about Rhapsody?
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, she's
her latest Ibtihaj is super dope. And she's super, super dope, undoubtedly. And like the element of hip hop where you can just feel something immediately
You know, like all love and respect to Flatbush Zombies and Joey Badass, but if you're bumping them every day and you're not listening to Rhapsody just as much. But yeah, that is a conversation we don't get to have often. Not just the inclusion of women of hip hop, just the inclusion of women, period.
Yeah, in general. I like that. And I know Shebani is a big vocal.
She's a big proponent. She's educated me a lot.
Yeah, that's dope. I like her. I mean, seeing how she has been, you know, like evolved with that, and she's becoming a voice. She always voices it out. She sees an event, there's no female, boom, put a female up there.
She's more gangster than half of these rappers, man. I swear to God. It's like, boom, you want to talk real shit? Yeah. Where are the women? Which is facts.
Which is facts.
Facts. And Arab women. Yeah. We're in the middle, in the heart of the.
And we got. It's not that we don't have. We have. You know, there are plenty of Arab. You're a fan of Rakim, you say? How do you bump that?
Mostly in sweatpants. When you play Know the Ledge and practically the
What
entire
attracts
album.
you about this guy, Rakim? What is it?
Innovation.
Okay.
Oh, he's the Steve Jobs of lyricism.
It's interesting you say that, because some people, again, that's why music is, يعني كل واحد له ذوقه, right? A lot of people are saying Rakim is stuck in the past. He's never been. That's why people nowadays forget about him or whatever, you know. But you say innovation. I also say innovation.
Innovation.
Yeah, you know.
Put yourself in his shoes.
Yeah.
What kind of rapping was going on around him, and for him to come up with what he did.
Yeah.
On that spot. And above all of that, for example, a lot of people are like, "Ooh, Drake still sounds like 2013." Because he made 2013. He wasn't following 2013. He made 2013.
He made the trend.
And now everybody, now Drake's style sounds played out because everybody's been playing his style. Correct. And it's the same with Rakim. They'll be like, it just sounds so like in his era. Because he is his era, in my opinion. No offense to anybody. Of course, there are hundreds of other innovators and pioneers in the scene. But that's just my opinion. He's not in the past. He is the past, the encapsulation. No one's asking Snoop Dogg to change anytime soon, right? They're like, that's his style. He created that.
It's an interesting point of view. KC, now when it comes, there's a song I heard for you, and I bumped it on, it was actually on YouTube. I was just playing your music, just relaxing with the fam. And the song with the recipe came, for the recipe. Have they heard this song?
Yes, and they shared it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how did that come about? It's so provocative, if that's the word. Like, you take every MC, Suertes, the gas money.
Yeah,
and please shout out to the recipe. But if it meant anything at all, it means to me that they're definitely impacted. You mean your rapping?
Yeah, hands down. They introduced me to the word third culture kid first and foremost. Okay. And then and just to have that beacon of like, there's activity, there's passion, there's ambition. I'm not even talking about music right now. That speaks for itself.
On a human level.
Yes, exactly. And for the love of it, because I'm not trying to bash anything about Dubai. I love the city and I love the artists here. But for the love of it, just screams out of their faces when they do what they do. And for me,
I like that you
so
mentioned that. I like that you mentioned it. It feels really right. They don't really care about numbers, streams, all that. They really do it for. But that song, they heard that song.
Yeah, they heard it. They shared it. I showed it to them before I dropped it, just out of respect. I'm like, listen, this is what's happening.
What were you thinking?
So
I mean, check out the song. We're gonna put a link in the bio down there.
Yeah.
But what? Tell us what.
Okay, so
what?
So Suerte was on his Instagram story.
Okay.
Which is pretty much every rap beef today. It started with an Instagram story. This is not really beef. So he's like, yo, what's up? I've got this Heat VST, which is a plugin you use for music production. Yeah. And he was like, I'm giving it away for free. If you do a freestyle rap on Instagram, post it, tag recipe, right? So I'm, ala maskhara, created a persona called MC Chill.
MC Chill.
And I was in my house and I put on a bunch of jackets on top of each other. I put a neck brace because I couldn't find a scarf. I had a football injury the week before.
Wow.
And so I'm just like, I look like a guy who's really cold, and all of the bars were like, I need that heat.
Yeah.
I'm MC Chill, I need that heat. It was stupid, it was like whatever. And he never announced a winner. Or maybe he did and I missed it.
Okay.
Right? And then the next day after that, my homeboy comes through and we're listening to some YouTube beats and we're just like freestyling, warming up before we start recording. And out of me, like just the first 8 to 10 bars.
This is what came out?
Huh?
The first 8 to 10 bars.
Yeah, because he saw the jacket and we talked about the MC Chill thing. And just to make each other laugh, he was saying some stupid stuff about his work. And then I was saying some stupid stuff about the recipe. I was like, tell the recipe, they're my enemies. And then one by one, bars were just coming out after every time I paused.
Yeah.
And I was just like out of laughter. By the way, I'm very adamant on documenting everything. Every little thing that I write on a notebook or da-da-da, I just write it down, store it, God knows why.
Okay.
So that one I was not intending to record or release. And then just one day, al-Mazaj, I was just like,
let's go.
Why not? You know, and
but they liked it. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
They thoroughly enjoyed it.
They thought.
I don't know. They shared it. They showed love.
Yeah.
And
that's
yeah.
But see, I mean, that's
as far as I know. Who knows what happened behind?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, your latest Sado.
Sado.
We'll hear a little bit of it. I like how you start with it. And the first time when you sent me this one, I'm listening shwaya and I'm like, I had this face, kid. I'm like, ooh, okay. Yeah. And then you started rapping here.
Couple shots and I let the bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I was like, okay, wait. I'm like listening. But I think it's so tricky for you because it's the right amount of seconds that you kept.
Yeah.
Because when you say here,
the song is so garbage.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
No, for real. Let's do it for real.
You know. So, Kay, you have your flow. I'm a fan of your flow.
Thank you.
Like the way you definitely, you know, your wordplay. You know, there is definitely. I would say I was just telling Azarel that it's just a little bit different than what I'm used to. You know. The vibe, which I think we need, and this is what art is all about.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Get a bottle thirsty with a hollow toasters, like no tomorrow doses, filled with hollow poses, ready models, illicit models.
So what is Sado about?
So I had just dropped MC Chill.
Yeah.
And I didn't want people to think I was a comedy rapper.
That is okay.
So
that was actually my next question.
Yeah, I didn't want to be boxed in.
Yeah.
So I was just like, and that's why I made the intro not immediately rapidy rap. And it's like, oh, هاي ظنيت هذا شكلك, like they're talking to me, شكلك مسخرة, شكلك صادو.
Nice. Okay.
And then I was like, أنا ما عندي وقت مسخرة. قاموا شالوا. Like in my head, I'm just taking you out of the room. You're not in the conversation if you're about to put me down for 3 songs that you heard. Because here's the thing, especially here right now, everybody in Dubai is so ready for the next big thing.
Yes.
But the next big thing had to drop 50 songs until they were that next big thing. And you want to give me that benefit of the doubt to hear my 1, 2, 3 songs
and then
write me off forever. You know what I mean? And the thing is also...
It's very powerful.
I'm not, like, I was a rapper, I grew up a rapper. But there's a difference between being a rapper, a lyricist, an MC, a hip-hop artist. I don't like categories and I don't like categorizing things, but we need to clarify to set expectations. With that being said, that was generally the message. It is that this is not a joke. Like, this is everything to me. And just because I'm having fun with you, you know, if hypothetically someone's in the office, their boss comes and jokes with them, they're not gonna joke with you every single day. Humans have complicated facets and take that as it is. And yeah, I genuinely didn't know even the explanation would take that long. I never really thought about it until you asked me right now.
But I really salute you for that.
Thank you.
I will not lie to you. I really felt, I mean, look, I don't like to label people. That's not definitely who I am. But again, the direction that's how it was. But then when you were at the beat, I saw a little bit of that. You know, you have a certain style. I wanted more of that. So your flow in Sado, the first verse, is what I am attracted to as Big Has.
Yes.
That's the one that interests me the most.
Yeah.
You know? So when it comes to your writing, man, like, first of all, do you think that a rapper that doesn't write his own rap is a real rapper? Let's just get that out of the way, because a lot of people ghost writing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Today's world is a clusterfuck. Sorry for swearing. A clusterfuck of gray areas.
Gray areas.
Who is a rapper? Somebody that raps, right? But historically speaking, to be a rapper meant you were probably one or two people in your entire neighborhood that could rap. So you couldn't hire a ghostwriter, let alone use the internet.
Yes.
So historically speaking, a rapper should also be a lyricist. That kind of comes hand in hand. It's the same with...
It's interesting you say that. Like, for example, there's a lot of beef, and not beef, like controversy about Iggy Azalea, right? She's Australian, she's Australian, but she raps as if she's from Queens or New York.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, she's not authentic, she's not real. And then you go see people who are big in hip hop, like, I don't know, Charlemagne, saying, I don't care, like, you know, she's rapping, it doesn't really matter. And then you get people that are in the culture go like, if you're rapping as if you're from New York or from Australia, that's not real. I'm like, which brings me to my next question, what's real? What's real hip hop? There's always a discussion. Real hip hop. And we were talking about this the other day, like, what if you're bombing Rakim in your car, that means you're real. If you're playing it, if DJ Premier produced the beat, that means it's real. You know what I mean? What if someone else produced it? What if you produced it? What if someone, you know?
Yeah, it's an excellent question, and I'm sure at their time, Premier and Rakim had that hesitation. Like, no, this is not real, blah, blah. The guy who did it 5 years before us did it that way. Why are you doing it this way? I think Flying Lotus is an excellent example of this, because I'm sure his friends were bumping his stuff and they never heard it, and I've never met him or his friends, but I'm going to assume that the strangers who heard this, they're like, this is nothing like Pete Rock. This is not hip hop, you know. And now Flying Lotus is in my opinion, for my generation, is a pinnacle of production and innovation. Correct. And going back to MF Doom, MF Doom sounds like nobody, and nobody sounds like MF Doom. And it's crazy, because I swear to God, I could swear to you, when I was younger, they're like, MF Doom, that's a weird shit, that's satanic shit. I'm like, what? You know?
True.
And today, those same people are like, yo, that's some real, bro, Doom is the Bible. Like, what?
Talking about Bible, Azarel, can you get me the book in the back? It's a brown book.
There's a Bible?
Yeah, there is a Bible, actually. There's a book.
Is that an Iraqi fella? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the Narsi one.
Sheesh.
Do you know this book?
Yeah. Oh my God, the teacher, KRS-One.
Yeah. So the guys, actually Suhaib and Hakam. I have a copy, but they gave me another copy when they went on the show.
Yes.
And yeah, man, I think
they know what's up.
They know what's up for sure. So hip hop is being taught in universities. Like Ninth Wonder has a course. Our man, you know, Narsi teaches a course.
Yes.
It's being taught. So for you, is it important to know hip hop as a culture before being a rapper, or you know, you can just be a rapper without knowing anything? I won't give a fuck about culture.
Yeah. Hip hop, to be something so universal and for me to love it, it has to be natural. So if you love something, you're naturally gonna ask questions. If you fall in love with somebody, you're gonna ask them about their childhood. And if you are an engineer, you're gonna want to know about you know, Faraday or Einstein. You're gonna have to study the past to be involved.
You believe in that? You believe that.
But at the same time, hip hop gives you that freedom to make your own rules. And if Lil Durk posts a top 50, which I'm sure was probably a troll move, who is to say? For example, there's this guy, I forgot who it was, on an interview. They're like, why do you listen to Gucci Mane more than Eminem? He's like, well, because Gucci Mane speaks to me. Like, how's that an issue to you? And it's a bunch of, but out of respect, if you want the recognition or the cosigns from the OGs, study their background.
Shadi, our boy Shadi, you know, Shadi Official.
Yes.
We were having this Adidas kind of talk, and he said something along the lines, I'm not quoting, but paraphrasing. He said, we as rappers need the recognition and validation from the OGs to make it. Now, there was a debate between Freak and me, and there was a lot of people said no, yes. What are your thoughts about that, since you mentioned, like, you know, do you need to be validated from the people who did it before you?
It helps, but I've met plenty of entrepreneurs who did it without their father's blessing. And hip-hop is very much in that same space. If you're doing it for somebody else's attention or admiration, everybody has their own poison, which is a bad word to use for it, but I mean everybody has their preference as to how they would like to be, how they would like that reaction to be. But at the same time, okay, so if you want to be in the game and you want the game to show love to you, then study the game and love the game just as equally.
Yeah.
But if you want to be considered groundbreaking and innovative, you're gonna rub people off the wrong way.
Okay.
Hands down, undoubtedly. I
like
mean, for example, not gassing you up or patting you on the back. بس يعني for you would hope for your peers and colleagues in Saudi Arabia to show some love to you, even though you've done your history on broadcasts and music and speaking to people about what you believe in.
Yeah.
And they were just like, no, we're not fucking with it because we're here or this and that. And you're just like, I'm sorry, this is a decision I have to take. And that happens with all families. And hip hop is this one giant family. Music is this one giant family. And sometimes Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey are not gonna get along, but you know, you live your life and you make your decisions. And I don't know why I said those two specific names, but I'm just trying to like say it's broad. It's a human thing.
Yeah.
It's not just a hip hop thing.
We're going south. Does this inspire you here? I don't know if I can tilt it, but do you see the sand coming in and we're driving?
Of course.
I don't know if we can flip it. Wait, I want to. Okay, no flipping it.
Please.
Okay, he's taking that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's.
So how do I feel about this?
That's a very weird question.
No, I like it.
That's funny. That's a. Yeah, he's a nice guy, you know.
Yeah.
Some other people will be like, "What the fuck is that question, bro? What do you mean I don't feel about sand walking?" But anyway, it felt kind of poetry emotion.
It is. It was very poetic. I love it. Yesterday, I was at SG's studio.
Yeah, Level Up.
Yes, shout out to
They're
Levels.
doing incredible work, by the way.
Yes.
So far, I've seen the Add a Million one, Menon one. I think yours is next. I'm not sure.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it comes out. Well, this is going to be posted later.
Yeah.
So it came out already. Ta-da! And you probably already heard it. And one of the bars that I pause on is the heat I've seen, you're hardly immune. Where I come from, my heart's in the dune. And for me, like, I grew up in Sharjah and there weren't a lot of buildings in my neighborhood growing up. The sand smells like childhood to me. And this is with all honesty, you can ask my friends, they hate me for it.
The sand smells like childhood to you.
Yeah, it smells like the places I played football in, where I had my Alibaba chips and we did our stuff. I'm trying so hard not to cuss, but like
it's okay, man.
Did our shit and the humidity of Dubai when we get off of the airport from wherever we're traveling and I come home and I smell the humidity hit me. Everybody's like, which I completely understand is human reaction. طبعا, it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
But it smells like home to me.
Man.
I love it. My friends hate me because they're like, why is the window down? And I'm just like,
I love it.
I'm vibing, man. I don't know.
Wow.
It's conditioning. It's conditioning. I 7 years old. I'm out in the street. It's summertime. I'm with my friends, and this is all I'm smelling and seeing. And there wasn't this huge clusterfuck of villas and districts and buildings. So there was a lot of sand.
You've seen the evolution of Dubai.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to do so.
Yeah. Okay, I want some beats, bro. Put up your phone.
Ha!
It's time.
Okay, I'm giving you 3 options because I'm very indecisive.
Yalla.
Okay?
You're very indecisive?
I'm very indecisive.
No, I think you're very decisive. You know what you want. You're just being nice right now.
I know what I want when I had time to think about it.
Okay.
So option 1 is I can go a cappella. I love writing stuff for a cappella. Option 2 is I can throw in a freestyle on some random beat off the internet.
Okay.
Or I can show you a song that is releasing soon. على راحتك. Whatever you like.
Ooh. All 3. He said it.
No, seriously.
All right, let's do it.
We're selfish in this show.
All right, I like that.
Like we're driving in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I gotta be home in like in half or 45 minutes to take my son to an 10 Angry Birds film. They're debuting.
The new one came out?
Yeah, just yesterday.
Sauce.
Yeah,
sauce.
Sauce. Okay.
Let's do that.
I'm like sauce.
Yeah.
I'm really old. Okay, I'm like what's sauce? Oh, sauce. Okay, get it. Yeah, man. So let's start with you though. Let's start with the latest, the one you haven't released.
The one I haven't released.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do the first minute. Because the second minute is
but you have a beat on it, or it's
song.
like
what?
There's no beat on it.
No, there is a beat.
Okay,
we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we're connecting,
I don't have an aux.
Follow this.
Bluetooth.
No Bluetooth.
Oh, hallelujah! All right, let's do it.
Everyone uses Bluetooth.
What's the name of the Bluetooth?
Yeah, I'm gonna take mine off. 1 second. As we I can't tilt the camera, brother man, Azarel.
Man, because when you tilt it back, it goes like,
Oh, okay.
What the hell, man? I thought you were reliable.
No, okay.
Came through with 17 cables and can't tilt the camera.
He is mad reliable.
No, I'm just kidding.
Add the new device, you'll be able to see Mazda. 1 second. Who do I remove? Tak was here.
Mazzy's out of town. No,
Mazzy's out of town.
I'd never.
I don't know what a Galaxy is, but
Yeah. Please, Mazzy, don't take this the wrong way.
Shout out Tazzy.
I have so much love for you.
I see Tazzy coming soon.
Yeah.
Add new device. Now you can be able to see Mazda.
Coincidentally, he heard the song by accident.
This song?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Him and Tak were playing music and they were doing their thing. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this. I'm so sorry. Cut this out just in case.
No, we're not cutting anything off.
And Tak was mixing the song for me. And shout out to Tak.
Shout out Tak.
Multi-talented human being.
Young beast.
I don't need to speak on his behalf. People know already.
Yeah.
And he played it, and we didn't know Mazzy was listening because I think he had his headphones on writing his stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I had just come from work, so I'm wearing formal clothes and my hair's combed nicely. And my voice, I had been on the phone all day for some work stuff.
Okay.
So I'm sounding like this. Hey, nice to meet you, Mazzy. Hey, bro, Tak.
okay.
And then here's the song. He's like, yo, that's cool.
Oh,
like,
okay.
who is that? I was like, that's me.
into the hate.
Yeah. Sorry, wow, I just realized. I'm not
Hamas.
bigging myself up. I just like telling
Hamas.
stories.
Yo, but
Eesh.
what is it that you do? What's your day job?
I work at a university, student services.
Whoa.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Student services.
Yeah. So
Big
I
up.
just help students in their campus life.
That's a really cool one right there.
Thank you. It
An
sounds
upcoming
cool.
rapper will come to you and say, I want to get my rap. Like, okay.
I have a couple of students that are like, I want to get into making beats, and we did hip hop
You helped them.
workshops. And Fedora Faisal, he came at one of the workshops as well.
Shout out Fedora. I know
Yeah.
Fedora since he was 4.
La wallah. Bro, you Saudis.
4, bro.
No way.
Kida wallah. He came to me, he's like, I thought you were Steve Austin. I swear to God. That's a true story. He was so young. Look at him right now.
That's so dope.
Fedora. Shout out to you, my brother.
Bless up, man.
Okay, so
All
this
right.
is not released. I'm not sure when this is going to come out, but it's not released as if now. It's not released.
Yes.
You have a name for it?
It's called Qasba.
Qasba?
Yeah. Have you been to Qasba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Qasba.
Qasba. Ayn al-Sharqa.
Okay, see, I like that.
I'm glad. I hope you like the song.
No,
I'm glad you
regardless
like
of
the
whether
title.
you mention or whatever. But see, Qasba, when people want to Google that, it's related to where you come from.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about incorporating.
Yeah.
I don't mean like go talk about history and ma'arif Jibni's al-Qabbani. I'm not.
Unless it feels natural. But for
yeah.
me, it doesn't feel natural
Okay.
to say any of
Go
that.
ahead, brother.
All right.
Right here, KC Hamada. If you don't know what KC stands for, he said it on
Rewind.
the show.
All right, it's playing.
Okay.
I'll sing along because it feels awkward to just listen to myself.
Okay.
If that's okay. Tell me what's a villain to a monster. I am not just the greatest, I am also awesome. Sick of these wave riders, always messing, tossing each other salads, need to address it. Take it back to the avenue, rolling with the baddest dudes, charge a crew. Had to do what I had to do. It's obvious I was raised by the baddest wolves. It was either that or become rabbit food. Carnivores, I be flipping Boris. I ain't talking Brexit, I am flipping Morris. This is real life to me. You are scripting stories. I am essential, so vital, and you are not important. Tell me what's a villain to a monster. Listen, I don't even need a sponsor. Oh. Just take a look at my wasta. Marcel is black. I don't need a wasta.
I ain't had no issue with the rape.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
definitely when you come in like that and you sounded like this.
Yeah.
What? Wow. Okay. That's a flow I haven't heard of from you yet. Like it's a little bit. Shwaya, you're pushing it further. Wow. What's the inspiration out of this one? You wanted to.
The beat made me say the things I did.
Who did the beat?
Nishan from Marsuvi's Black.
Nah, shout out.
Yeah,
to
and
Nishan.
he's doing the second verse, but I would rather have him here.
Okay.
Or
That's
make
big up,
it more
bro.
live than
that's,
just.
that's big up.
Yeah.
Okay, before we jump into the internet beat, if you want to,
The
prepare.
internet beat.
You want to prepare that.
Yeah, sure.
I want to ask you a question that I want you to be very honest with me, please.
Please.
And
Yeah,
if-
absolutely.
And if you're not
I haven't
honest,
lied a single
if
time.
you're not honest, don't answer it.
All right.
Really, like I'm cool.
so
with it.
excited. Yeah.
No. The Dubai hip hop scene.
Yeah.
And actually music scene generally, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the most, I think, very, very diverse. I know a lot of scenes, like across MENA. Alhamdulillah, I'm blessed.
Alhamdulillah.
Dubai, there's a lot of names. So yesterday, which was yesterday, obviously, I had Menon on the show, and he was saying, he asked me the question. He's like, name top 4 or 5 rappers who sing English, who rap in English, are MENA. I found myself mentioning a lot of names from Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm talking Mina. I'm not talking people like Narsi
Yeah,
and Omar
yeah,
Effendi
it's a
who are
very
like
good
my
point.
idols, you know, like,
Yeah.
but they're living outside. I'm talking Mina. Dubai has a lot of names, but yet there's a lot of disconnection and there's a lot of circle, I call it.
Yeah.
If you're in my circle, I'm supporting you.
Yeah,
if
yeah. It's
you're
high
in
school
someone
all
else's
over
circle,
again. Yeah.
and even if you sound dope, sorry, I can't really support you.
Yeah.
And it just really bothers me because I'm not a rapper, I'm not a producer. I don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
Whatever feels to me, I'm sharing. Whatever it doesn't feel to me, sorry, I can't share it.
Yeah.
That's where I come from.
I respect that,
Like no
absolutely.
one. Like for you, I understand. For someone else, for example, oh, he's my friend, let me push him. I get that. That's totally fine. For me, I'm not really supposed to do anything. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I hear it, I get it.
No obligations. Do
No
your thing.
obligations.
Yeah.
What do you think about this scene generally,
That's
music-wise?
an excellent question. So I talked about this in the folk cipher. Shout out to folk.
Shout out to folk.
And because people kept asking me, "Oh, أنت إيراني عراقي.
Yeah.
ليش ما تسوي راب عربي?"
أيوة.
English is my first language. In a city
I love
like
that.
Dubai,
Yeah.
you're gonna study, work, interact in English.
Yeah, I heard
And-
you say
and
that,
it's
and
natural.
also last scene. Shout out to last
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
You know, you said English in your first language. It doesn't make sense if you rap in Arabic.
And you'll hear it. The reason Sado worked is because in real life conversation, 30% of my conversation will be Arabi.
أيوة.
I have no problems having a full conversation بالعربي. In order for me to fully feel effortless in how I express myself, it's gonna come out in English, and that's the fact. And because Dubai is, it's
Dubai.
cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's cliche, but it's cliche because it's true. It's a melting pot.
It is.
It's this magnet of so many things and people and colors and foods
I get
and
that, I get
flavors.
that.
And so it's inevitable.
But why the
Yeah.
division of circle? Why is that happening? Like here?
I don't know if it's in the other countries. I don't know about the other countries in the MENA region. But growing up here, first of all, and I know this sounds very strange, but infrastructurally, where you are located in Dubai plays a big deciding factor.
Really?
Right? Yes, it does. Because not everybody has a car and the metro can only get you so many places. At least for me growing up, I'm talking about your formative years. So the people that are active now, their formative years, we didn't have Uber and we didn't have the metro. So where you were, so you are born and raised and kind of conditioned into being used to people in close proximity to you. Whereas people raised on the internet, that their nationality is the internet, so to say, are completely cool with mingling with strangers. Why the clickiness? Also the high school culture here. In here you have to go to high school, Mafi Majal. And every high school has its entirely like separate culture all on its own. And that's, in my opinion, is what feeds into it.
Okay.
Also, even though everybody does speak English and there's no language barrier, there is a customs barrier, so to say. Thankfully with hip hop, myself and you and Azarel and a lot of other people in our activities of pursuit of passion, we are able to show up to events and be cordial with everybody.
Yeah.
But in our free time, which is the time that actually designs who you are as a human being and as an artist, we don't practice that very often. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hope. I don't know.
فجد
That's the best way I could bring it out. It wasn't very cohesive.
I need
but
to watch this again to understand. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
That's
I get
just my perspective as where I'm standing and where I grew up.
Okay.
How I see it.
Performance number 2. I'm not forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Is that a freestyle you're about to do or? Okay.
I'm gonna piggyback on the legacies of Nas. I'm gonna piggyback on his legacy. I'm not gonna mention other rappers because Nas is good enough. Nas said he can't freestyle, so I'm sorry, I can't freestyle.
I hear you.
And so this is pre-written stuff.
Okay.
I've performed in other places when there's a random beat,
Nice.
but only because it's kind of like a PSA. And it's just an opinion I have, and I'm gonna be Gary Vee about it and say it every day until the point hits across.
Say it. I like that.
Where
At
is
least
the-
you're honest about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of it.
doesn't-
You know,
I don't
like
think it's
why does a
something-
b-boy come up with his set and his move
Yeah.
and can do it at every battle?
Yeah.
But as a rapper, your verse, you want to call yourself a forever artist, but you can only use a verse once. I find that unfair. So I'm just gonna do what I do. Anyways, I hope this beat works. I haven't practiced it. No, it's not this one. Sorry. It's the same
I
playlist.
like this one though.
Yeah.
KC, buckle up.
Look at the claws, I'm bringing the bars till they quickly and simply forgot the mention of sharks, swinging the jaws. I admit to be riveted hard. Spit sick till I'm awfully nauseous. Kick like I'm lawfully cautious. Get picked cause I'm all for the Rosses. Spit ink, I just goggle the monster. Stall on a progress exhibit with me. Now get a larger belittle than me. And if you wanna get rid out of all of the nonsense sitting in me, I got respect for myself and the OGs. I'm not here for the drama. Take that to the OC. Rapping about misdemeanors while maintaining all your visas. Smoking Doha or a shisha. Standing next to Burj Khalifa in the desert while the cars are back. Here's your Dubai rapper starter pack. I'm never sleeping on the sort of rap, so unless my cardiac arrests, I'm not resting till my heart is flat. That's a startling fact, I'm a part of that. So pardon, you either down to earth or we're buying your orchards. So make more bids or get more bid. You made your bed, don't forget. Get your head out of your ass. Contortions, time is money. Wasting mine, can't afford it.
Yo.
Thank you.
Driving on my knee right now.
Thank you.
Yo, that's dope.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
When you rap,
I was out of breath because I don't rap sitting down.
okay. When you rap, KC, you change.
Yeah.
You
People
change
tell me that.
as a person.
People tell me
yeah,
that,
you
yeah.
change. You become. I think you become somebody else.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you feel that? Because I was looking at you. You really. I guess that's maybe a natural thing. And maybe this is what hip hop does for you, as we're entering a
yeah.
really dark tunnel right now. I
Yeah.
hope it's not long. But you know, like it's, you know, it
Yeah.
feels to me that rap can give you that. A lot of people have told me that they rap because obviously they're shy and they can't have a conversation, but they use rap to conversate.
100%.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people feel like they're introvert, but they use rap to be out there.
Yeah.
For you, where do you see yourself in that?
When I came up with the name KC and started rapping, I was very, very shy. I had really bad teeth. Shout out to my father for the braces. And on that note, shout out to my parents for being everything. I would not be half of the man that I am. KC is 2 letters, Hamada is 6, and Hamada comes from them.
That's beautiful.
So the proportion of the names comes from the proportion of who they are in my life and my family, my brothers.
Are they okay with you rapping, for example?
The beginning was a little rough, especially when dancing came into the picture. I was like, Dad, I just came out of a show. I won a competition. What kind of competition? بالعربي it's like رقص. It's like
See, but
راح اقول لاخوي ابني رقاص. It sounds different. Yeah.
Breaking.
Yeah. But then he saw like I was very stubborn about it, and as a kid my attention was in 1,000 places and I was not motivated, and academically I wasn't the greatest. I worked hard, but I was not an A student. But he saw that this was the only constant for me, and he saw that it kept me balanced and stable, and so at some point he was just like, what can I do? And he never forced it out of me, but he wasn't sure. He was just like, what is this? Why are you speaking so fast? My mom, she's very like, as long as you're not hurting anybody and hurting yourself, do whatever.
قلب الأم يا شيخ.
Hey, wallahi.
It's always like that.
Hey, wallahi.
As long as you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
Bless them, man. I think it's always very crucial for, you know, the youth to be like that, because man, they can
I'm
easily,
very lucky that way.
They can easily shut you down in a way or another. Now you can rebel, but that would be like a different outcome. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so.
I've met a lot of incredibly talented people, and just due to their geographical or cultural background, it's tainted their progression. And so I'm very lucky, and I do not take credit away from them ever for at least allowing me. You know, I never asked for anything, صراحة.
So since we have you here on the show,
yeah,
I mean, we're greedy. We still have that one a cappella. I've said that before, but I'll say it again.
Please.
And I hope you don't mind me talking about it.
Not at all.
Shout out to you and Shaybani.
Yes.
You guys are very cool together as a whole power couple.
Thank you.
So what does Shaybani mean to Casey?
Man, trying to put it into words, man, it's very unfair.
I'm looking at him right now. Like
it's like
it is tough.
How does one explain? Off the top of my head, inspiration. Constant power, energy.
Support. I think you guys support each other really.
Absolutely. In a very honest way.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I've had friends that supported me and I've learned nothing from it. No offense to anybody at all.
Yeah.
But there is support for
I like that.
pity and sympathy, and there's support for I want you to grow and be. And MC Chill wouldn't. I'm gonna say this very transparently. MC Chill would not have dropped if it was not for her, because we were in the car on the way home and a friend was driving us. And he played a couple of beats.
Yeah.
And I told him not to, because this was the phase of where I was trying to like impress her and be cool boy. and he's like, rap. And then I rapped to it and she's like, oh my God, this is so dope, drop it. And I'm like, what? No, it's a joke song. It's not meant to be taken. She's like, drop it or like we're gonna have an issue. MC Chill came out.
When a woman says that, you
she helped me with the Air Max cover art. And and then same thing with Blocks. The next week after that, my friend's thing accidentally hit shuffle and Blocks came out because I sent him the beat as a draft to get his opinion.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
And then she was like, drop that. I don't care. You're dropping this next week. And you're dropping it on all platforms. No more SoundCloud shit.
Nice.
She wasn't nice about it, but I'm forever grateful for her. And I wish words could really articulate what
man.
she means.
Well, may
but
Allah,
not just to me, but to the city.
Really, yeah. Bless you both, man.
Thank you so much.
Really,
it means a lot. I'm glad you brought it up because I was gonna be like, all right, I need to cut you off. But thank you for your acknowledgement. Really means.
No, I
we
love
both
it.
love you so much.
Yeah, man.
Truly.
You know, like it's you know what you guys are doing and how you're doing it is really dope. So regardless of what, but again, it goes back to being real, man, being authentic. And I think we have a problem which we addressed here about what's real, right? Everyone's own idea about real is different, man. Like, you know, like your reality is different than my reality. My vibe, my path is different. But at the end of the day, we all connect because we're humans. And I know it's very cliche and whatever, but I don't see that a lot. And I think that we have an amazing scene over here.
Yes,
I just think that sometimes it's filled with the two-faced. I feel like sometimes, you know, people that say, yo, you're dope, and then they go back and khalas, man, it's like you said, this high school culture needs to we graduate, man.
Fee wasn't Fee Thugul, I don't know, in the back of people's heads.
You know?
And there's this hesitation also.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm very familiar with it is because I have it a lot.
Have you passed through all this stuff?
What do you mean?
Like the backstabbing and the stuff like that. Have you seen that in your life?
I don't think it will stop ish. I don't want to sound dramatic, but no.
Everyone has it. I mean,
absolutely. No, especially
I had it. Azarel had it. Everyone had it. Yeah,
100%. Musically, personally, academically, career-wise, it's happened, and I wouldn't change a thing. I am so happy with who I am today, and I believe in the butterfly effect. Every little ding and ding and ding has a little ding and ding to do with another.
What do you feel when, for example, people are talking about Dubai rappers and your name is not mentioned? Like, what's the thing that gets to you? You know?
Yeah.
Let me. When you think about that, so I was talking to Tak.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Tak about best rappers. As a journalist and a blogger, I love this kind of talk, right?
Yeah.
And we opened up, and I didn't mention his name. And he was with me here. We're in the car.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, wait, let me make you hear a couple of stuff, and you gotta mention my name.
Yeah.
I mean, this is his kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna convince you why I should be included in that name.
Yeah.
And my reply to him was like, I just think that you need more time to be just in that kind of discussion.
It's a time.
He's like, no, I don't need time.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna make that happen. He's right there.
Yeah.
I respect that. But for you, when sometimes when people are talking about Dubai rappers and your name is not mentioned, what's the feeling that gets to your mind? Is it a feeling of anger? I'm gonna, hey, welcome and show me, or?
The first 2 seconds, absolutely, because I love my craft, and it is very much an instinctual part of hip hop to be regarded as someone in people's consciousness.
Yeah.
But there's two elements to that.
Okay.
One is, and my uncle, he told me it doesn't matter if you ran the longest miles in the 90 minutes of the football match. If you did not score 2 goals, you did not win. And so people are not going to remember my lyrical structures and how I put in things into different pockets and They're going to remember how I made them feel. And so if I didn't make them feel like I'm dope, because it's like a humble guy. He's like, yo, by the way, I'm so humble.
Yeah.
If he has to say it, that's just an oxymoron. And of course, being a rapper, you can be braggadocio.
Yeah.
But I cannot. At least that's my philosophy. There's no right or wrong way to go about it.
Yeah. I'm just talking about what's in your face. Because sometimes, and I agree with what you said, but I'll add to that, I just want you to drop more music. Because when you're relevant, you automatically become part of that discussion, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
The thing is, we are becoming so, man, the other day I was reading, the attention span of a human being is like 4 seconds right now. you know, generally.
Like actual,
Yeah.
natural attention.
We're so khalas, we forget easily. People drop a song yesterday, and then next week they want another song, and they don't realize the work that goes behind
absolutely
creating a song.
So exactly, the first thing that I do feel is like, shit, I do need to like, because I can't blame them. They're not in my bedroom listening to me rehearse my shit.
Yeah.
I can't blame them. At the same time, I don't want to put that much power to somebody else on my happiness. I don't want to put my happiness, but of course, without a doubt, it would mean the world to me if somebody's just like, in my city, this is that guy, right? Another element of it, a dear friend of mine also mentioned, bro, I don't want to be the best. I just want to make sure that I do me, and no one can do what I do, and I don't do what other people do. And for me, that changed everything. So that's why I still spit lyrically, because I grew up doing that. I grew up a Tech 9 fan, and I grew up a Royce the 59 fan, and I just study them and study myself, and I'd look at every little thing that they said and did and heard the beat back and forth. And then at some point, I was just like, yeah, but Prince and David Bowie didn't have to go on stage and kill the shit out of their voices. They just had to do something, and no one could ever be Prince or David Bowie.
Correct.
If that makes sense. Mariah Carey can sing notes for days, right? But singers can also, I mean, now Ariana Grande is doing that little whistle thing, and not to take anything away from anybody. By the way, I'm not a big Mariah Carey fan. I don't know why she came up twice. But my point is that yes, I'm still coming for the crown, undoubtedly. Like that's forever. Forever, that's going to be me, bro. I'm sorry. Like yes, I want to be different, and let's have fun and love, peace, unity, But at the same time,
I love that.
And
I think that's dope.
Yeah, and I tell the people that I respect the most. I told. I'm not going to mention exact names because there's several individuals that I love and respect. They know who they are. You know who they are. And they probably know who they are if they've been paying attention here. I see them do their thing, and I'm like, bro, you lit a fire under my ass. Fuck you. That was dope. I'm coming at you.
Okay.
And when they hear the song, they know what it is.
I think this is the reason. Okay, I want to hear that last one. Sorry, I'm not letting you breathe.
No, not at all.
There's no breathe. This was an a cappella one.
Yes, this is the a cappella one.
This was something.
This is a bunch of freestyles mixed and matched.
KC, when you write on pen or iPhone, or it doesn't matter?
I would prefer.
Are you a pen guy or?
I am a pen guy. Okay. I would prefer, but I still want to back it up so that I can access it whenever I need to. Okay. Because I can't carry my notebook everywhere with me. Okay. It's a very healthy mix of both. Yeah. I write better when I'm on pen.
Really? Okay.
Because I can space them out.
Where's the weirdest place you wrote?
Walls. My hand.
Walls?
Yeah.
On walls, okay.
Tables in school, because the teacher noticed I was writing raps, so she took the notebook from me, so I wrote it on the table.
Oh man.
And
I miss high school.
Yeah. I think that's the first off the top of my head. Okay. So this is Mr. Acapella.
Is this dropped? It's not dropped, is it? What is that?
I don't know. I write every day, but I don't write for the intent of dropping it. Okay. I just write. I enjoy it, and sometimes something makes a record, sometimes it doesn't.
My bad.
I'm bad luck, by the way.
No. Bridges is closed.
No. Every time I'm in the car with someone, they're just like, "Yo, this never happens," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm so glad," because I never hear that. So. Yeah.
Okay, go.
But I write every day. Not all of it is meant to go out. I just write.
KC Hamada, buckle up, a cappella.
So this was just an answer to, hey Ahmed, why aren't you dropping as much? And I've been having, I can't put my mind in so many different places at the same time. I can't be doing uni, and I can't be doing this and that so many times. If I'm committed to something, I'm that and that only. So this is kind of like a response to that, just a little bit of context.
Okay.
I mean, for the first 4 bars. After that, everything else is kachana. I was after my academics, racking credits. I know I'm a rapper, but I had to get it. I stand for no limits. I don't give a damn. I am not here to stand timid. I don't care about your brand new gimmicks. I can stand here and say that I did it. I'm here to be the greatest only, and that's winning. That's the mission. You say you think out of the box. What a massive critic. All of the critics quick with the spit. A bunch of hypocrites. I was stressed not being relaxed. Do you not see the irony in that? on the verge of greatness. The words will make it, rules are breaking, bend them, curve until it swerves and takes a new form to play with. The world's a swarm of amazing. I don't mean wow, I mean it's amazing. 1,000 worms are pacing, it's absurd. Let's face it, if it's not a lie, then they saw the worst and stayed complacent. I smell the bull turd, I can almost taste it. Just some food for thought in case I left a bad taste in your mouth. Use that salt to start drying it out. He think he big boy, acting like a meister. Pipe down before I smite you, Pfeiffer. Soft boy wearing rough hands. There's a difference between big boy and young man. You can stay with the traders, enjoy the pleasure of the leather, feel the snakers. You're a biter, I'm a maker. Got the squad at alma mater. I'm drafting madness in these pages like I'm racking magazines. Haven't you caught the fader? Enjoy the pleasure of the leather. You pack of alligator, stripped to the boot. If I heard you spool, you be gibbering through Timberland tooth. I see the snake isms, the fake hisses, the vague kisses, the vague kinses, the wave quickens. Plots they make thickens. Try breaking bread by making beef, but they couldn't even break chickens.
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
Yo, you came prepared. I love that. No, I man, listen, man. I've said that before. I know we haven't met really. Like, it feels like we haven't met a lot of times.
Yeah.
For me, and you. Like, but every time I meet you, I really feel like really good vibes. You're very,
it goes
very,
both ways. Thank you so much.
very mashallah, like very genuine. What I personally like about you is how you change when you rap. Really, you shift. It's not. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, it's not because I know you as KC, right? Or Ahmed. You're not Ahmed. You're like KC. You know, this rap thing is so powerful, and for me, I love that. And also, you're always been very supportive, humble, in my opinion.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
I really wish you the best, man. I think you.
Thank you.
You know, so what can we expect in the next, like at least 5-6 months down the line right now from KC? What do you have a plan of dropping? Saldo was the last one.
Yes.
When is the next one coming up?
There's 2 songs that are definite and 4 songs that are maybes, so I can't give you 100%. But
there's some songs that are ready already. Like, you have
banks.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean shit if I don't drop it.
Release
in the next month, 2 songs. After that.
In the next month, 2 songs.
Yes.
Okay.
The spirit of those songs is I love
collaborations?
Performing live. 75% collaborations.
Collaborations.
Yes.
Can't tell us who.
Huh?
Don't feel pressured, but I did.
One I can mention is Lil Manso. He's based in Iran in the Ahwaz province, and the Ahwaz province is
he rapping in Farsi?
Arabic.
What?
Ahwaz is the Arabic-speaking region.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's one artist that I'm working with.
So it would be like you and him.
Yes.
Okay.
Back and back. And the songs that I'm dropping is in the spirit of performing live. I've designed them to just be for the spirit of making a good live show.
Nice.
I feel like I've learned, and I will forever keep learning, writing songs, making tracks, writing raps, but now I want to master the art of live performance. And for me, it's everything, top to bottom. And so that's what I'm focusing on. I want to perform in as many places as possible, hunting for soul this year, and hunting for quite
shout
a
out to
couple
Soul
of goodies.
DXB, man. If you see this, get this, brother. You know, he's just he gets this guy. So KC, the B-boy, what was it Saldo, the second verse?
Yeah.
When there's
Prelude
like a breaking into it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I really feel like you know, was that inspired of your breaking? It has a breaking beat.
Yeah.
A very typical breaking beat.
So while I was recording, the beat was one constant. The thing I started with and ended with, that was the whole beat. And then when I started recording, in the middle of recording, and I was like, only time I need to plug is it just didn't fit the vibe.
Okay, so you had to change the beat.
I cut it out, that section of the beat, and I made the boom bap on the spot. And I made like a whatever asariya just to put it out on wax, and then I liked it, and I was just like,
can you do that live?
What?
That second verse? Put it on the spot.
No, because in order for me to memorize a song, I have to start from beginning,
you
know? Only time I need a plug is when you're getting toasted. Only time you shoot a slug when your one is broken. Only time you peg it. Sorry, I haven't drank water all day. Let's rewind. Cut that out. Power of post-production.
We're rewind it. Like,
only time I need a slug is when you're getting toast. Wait. Can I just read it real quick? Yeah.
Okay.
Live performer, but can't remember his lyrics right now.
I love that. No, it's fire, actually. I love it. I don't know.
I might talk a lot and I might be loud, but I'm a shy boy inside. Only time I need a plug is when you get... Yeah, only time I need a plug is when you're getting toasted. Only time you shoot the slug when your one is broken. Only time you packing green is when you're eating poker. Right now is not the time to play or be joking. Your career depends on what you're posting. My career relies on me being the dopest. Do the mathematics, that is most of. Most definitely stepping with me would be boasting.
Oh man, KC, it's really been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
I feel like we could have done it for hours. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
easy,
really
bro.
Appreciate it.
Easy.
Thank you so much.
Easy, 100%. This is a discussion we've been having. Thanks for the gifts.
Thank you for having me. Really.
I just have a wish from me to you.
Please.
Whether you take it, great, or not. I just want you to really remain that way, regardless of what the city. And I know you feel that already. Regardless of what the city and the world around you. There's always expectations from other people, but I think if you know what you want, man, and you're reaching there, then the second you reach it, these people that were doubting you the whole time, they will start respecting you. I don't think you need to build your life and career based on just having respect of people. I think you be in your own path and then make that. It happens with me. It happened with a lot of people because I'm saying that because I just feel that you as KC Hamada, you don't get that enough recognition here in this city.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
This is true. There's a lot of rappers that don't get that enough recognition. Don't get me wrong, but
100%.
you're for me you're right up there in terms of like, wow, raw talent. So what is it? You start dissecting. What is it? He's chilling with this circle, not that circle. Maybe that's why. And you go like, he's not rapping about this. He's not rapping about that. Oh, there's no R&B in his. You start dissecting. What is it? And you go like, there's nothing wrong. You go like, okay, it's just a matter of time. And it will, go forward. So, بدون فلسفة يعني. Stay real.
Thank you for that, Gem.
That's
Truly.
it. That's it, man. Stay
Much
real.
love.
Any last words you'd like to say for Buckle Up?
Dubai, I love you. I love people. I love music, and don't be afraid to talk about what you love, no matter how corny or cliche it sounds. You'd be surprised at how many people feel the same way. Just say anything. You'd be surprised at how people... we can't be nearly 8 billion people and somebody's not vibing with what you're saying. I feel like right now with the power of the internet, we're even more hesitant to say what we want.
Good message.
Regardless of music, if you're an accountant, man, if you just got some opinions, no diss to accountants. I'm just saying, no matter what you do, like, you'd be surprised. You're not alone, and it's all love, and yes, it's in our nature to be scared, and it's in our nature to be defensive, but in the foundation of all of that is love. Yes, this is handmade. It was a gift from MC Hype. It was brought in by
MC Hype.
Yeah, it was brought in from Portland, Oregon, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's dope.
I did a gig with him, and he gave me this as a gift.
That's dope.
Yeah, I really like it. I wear it almost everywhere I go. Yeah.
Okay, we're under your building. I just want to finalize it. Top 3 MCs in Dubai. You saw that coming. Come on.
No, I didn't actually.
Guy,
oh my God, I did not.
I asked you about that. I gave you that talk about blah blah blah. But that's the zubda, bro. That's what people are.
That are not me, of course.
Yeah, salam.
Yeah.
No, you're out of the discussion.
Top 3 that are not me.
4 if you want. If it makes it easier for you, or if you want the challenge 3.
Okay. In my opinion, I'm talking about right now.
No ranking if you want.
No ranking. This is no particular order at all. Tak.
Okay.
I've not been hesitant to say this. The guy scares me in a very good way, and I have so much love for him. And I'm not saying this because he's my friend. Even before we were friends, he knew this. I don't want to press Vans. Like, I don't want to press any buttons. You know, I'm so in the middle of all of this. For the love of it, for the passion of it, and for the live performance of it, for the energy of it, my boy Menon does not disappoint. And yes, he is mentioned a lot in terms of like talking and conversations, but I feel like there's still people in the city brushing him off.
Oh, 100%.
That's undoubtable.
Thank you for saying that.
It's the truth, to be honest. And صراحة, these are the first 2 that come to mind. But let me say names of people that aren't mentioned, because people talk about Tak and Menon now.
Please.
So let me be fair. Let me talk about 3 people that you need to listen to.
I like that. Yeah,
3 people you need to tune
into.
That
I even don't know.
Miami.
Oh, shit.
He loves hip hop.
He loves hip hop. That guy did a movie. I was in his documentary.
No way.
Yeah,
wow.
amazing guy.
Yeah, so he loves hip hop. Currently, SG and his gang
I like that you mentioned
are doing moves.
They're working.
Yes, absolutely, and their sound is theirs, and I'm all for it. And they also have love for it and respect, which is another thing. A lot of people can have love for the game, but not respect the individuals that are in the game with you.
Yeah.
So I show them love for that, and KC Hamada is not.
It's another name.
But honestly, in Dubai, I guess it's those four collectively. Reason is doing great things in terms of rap.
Brazilian, Palestinian.
Yeah, mashallah alayh. Suhaib, drop something.
See, thank you. I'm a fan of Jesus too. I think he needs to drop something.
Absolutely,
He doesn't have anything like dropped.
That's true. I'm talking about people that aren't mentioned enough.
Correct.
Mashallah, Jesus has his following.
I like that you said that.
But here's what saddens me is that I'm just being transparent here. I don't find enough females or any in that regards. Not just in the hip hop essence of it.
It's difficult. I hear you, yeah.
You know, and people are like, oh, but she does R&B. I was like, I'm sorry, no. That's like, yes, R&B and hip hop are very intertwined forever.
But it's not rap. I hear you, yeah.
And not just about rap, like music in general.
There's
it's 30% female that we know of.
Yeah.
And so I'm just bringing it up again so that people can have a conversation about it, at least just reflect on it, see what's up within themselves.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question.
No, that's very interesting.
Are you about to show me something?
No, yeah, I want you to hear this lady, man. It's a girl. I don't have her. As we were saying here, there's this girl in Lebanon, in Saudi.
Okay.
Her name is Moon. She collaborated with a rapper. Her name is Bnaya. I want you to hear Bnaya's verse, right? Just tell me what you think about her verse.
So
but
Moon is a singer?
I want you to,
Moon is a singer?
Moon is a rapper.
Okay.
So the first rapper here that you hear right now is from let me connect it here.
Yeah.
Bnaya is from Kuwait. Moon is from Saudi. They're both rappers, But
both
Bnaya,
female?
both female. Bnaya's verse, Bnaya's tonality. Let me know who does she remind you of. I just heard about her. I knew that she did that before, but it was very interesting. So as we hear this,
I'm really excited.
And again, Moon is one of the first, if not the first, Saudi female to drop an EP. So that's in her EP. So that's from Kuwait. Just let me know what you think.
هورر كور تايبي بيور ايفل شرية بكل مواسمي تعودت اكل بيتس احرق هيرتز الميكروفون اصل ليبة وقت الفول مون من بداية انطلاقة حددت هدف مشواري اوصل قلب كل مستمع بصوت يشعل نور اضوائي اغني راب وادير حياتي بماي اوفيس دور اصوات وتحت كني كاتب كيب اب معانا حاول تدش الخانة احنا الفيوتشر نصنعه ما يحتاج يعيش بدانا مع مون تلقى بنية يسرق مو تطلع بنية اون سكوب حاطي راسك هيد شو تطيح ضحية.
But you see what I mean? What do you think?
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
From Saudi and Kuwait. Thank you. For sharing that.
There is, it's just there's the social issues obviously for Arab females, and this is one of the reasons. And this is what I want to shout out people like Malika. I remember Malika start rapping, man, and she had a hat on because she didn't want her hair to appear as a boy. That was in Lebanon, like back 20 years ago.
Damn.
She used to have. She put the hair on. So
see, me as a man, I would have never thought of something like that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Because of back then, right? And Shadia Mansour, the first lady of Arabic hip hop, she's also obviously very dedicated to the cause. So like, but yeah, it's social issues. Some girls get married and then their husband doesn't want them. Some people, some girls, society around them doesn't want.
But
as you can see, this is just there's no visual here. You know?
So. But I don't see that friction in like when a woman wants to be a photographer or a painter.
Yeah.
Which
it's a very good point.
Art
is art, Rap is very associated with female rap. They look at the Nickies, they look at that. But I'm like, okay, go back and look at the MC Lights, the Queen Latifahs. They did not take their clothes off. They don't have to do that to be a rapper. 100%. There's a lot of big names back then, Yes, it's subjectified. I get it now. I'm not saying that she's not talented. Nicki's very talented, actually. She's really talented.
Yeah.
But again, you don't have to do that to be that,
Yes,
Rhapsody doesn't really do that. And she's still up there,
Bars and I've never seen her in a video like overdressed or overhyped or had to have an entourage of choreography. And not to say that it's bad or good to do otherwise.
Your social media handle right here.
Pling.
What is it?
At KC Hamada Music.
One thing.
What?
One word. Mafi Sheikh.
One word, no capitals. People have asked me with capitals. I'm like, I don't think that makes a difference.
On all platforms? Are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter, yes. I think just KC Hamada.
Okay.
I don't know.
On Instagram, it's KC Hamada?
Music.
Yeah.
Cool. For now, at the moment. And when you go on Spotify or Deezer or whatever, it's k.c.hamada,
nice.
which has been a big issue for me. I'm trying to fix that. Those platforms don't just take the word K and C in capital letters. They make the C smaller. So I'm forced to make it k.c.
Okay.
So just in case, because half of my DMs is not yo dope song. It's like, why can't I find you on Spotify? So we're gonna boycott Spotify naturally.
No, we'll see. I got some people on Spotify, man. Well, maybe we'll work that out.
Yeah, you heard him right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I want to say something. Thank you.
You heard me.
Thank you for this Friday afternoon.
My man.
They're not supposed to know the date, but thank you so much
good.
for having me. It's been a genuine pleasure and honor. And I'm not saying this because you're in front of my face. I am a follower of the movement and the Buckle Up episodes.
I know.
I think Irshad and Cheb and Jindi's were my favorite.
Cheb and Jindi's definitely up there.
Yeah, 100%. And I cannot wait to see the current ones that you just told me about. I'll probably have seen them by the time this is out. And of course, a big shout out to the family and a big shout out, and this has nothing to do with the personal affiliation, this has to do with just the humanity of it. Shout out to Shaybani for showing love to the culture.
Of course.
And I owe her so much, and I'm so grateful for people like her, like yourself.
Check her music out too, Shaybani Music.
100%. And shout out to all the passionate people that are not being drowned by the sauce of all of this. And the things that we talked about, we're not the only people feeling it. Outside this car, there's
plenty,
dozens and dozens.
Look,
and they still do it
I'm
day
with
in
conversations. We need to have conversations about it.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to extend it at all.
No.
Yeah.
Let's have conversations about it. Talk about it.
100%.
Well, peace and blessings, guys. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. We're gonna say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam, guys. Buckle up with KC Hamada.
What's up? Welcome to Buckle Up. It has been absolute fire. Thank you to the brother Hass. Thank you, Azarel, for the sauce. Shout out to Iraqi fellow records. It's all love. It's all sauce.
How was it?
How was it?
Yeah.
Do I have to be on? No. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, see, that's the kind of show. What?
Well, hi there. Welcome to Buckle Up. You know what you gotta do. Swipe up.